Hey guys, Dale here, back with some more RimWorld, the Wild Reach series, and we got rid of Rhoda's facial tattoos. We also gave her a haircut. She's a little cleaned up looking and working in our kitchen that we've set up, where we still need to get some flooring down, all that fun stuff. But why are you not cooking? Rhoda, you're set to cook. Oh, you're drying all that meat? Why don't we have you prioritize cooking for a moment? And, maybe when some of this meat is done drying, we'll let you get back to production. But we can't have all of this meat just sitting there waiting to dry, especially if it's going to be cloudy and rainy outside. That's not going to do. I was wondering why we were doing so much hunting and not really storing so much meat. Let's go ahead and cancel these guys for now, and we'll just do that. We're drying the meat. It lasts a little longer when it's dried. It goes from lasting a few days to like a quadrum or 2 quadrums, so that's pretty handy until we can get like better storage in place. We are putting floors down in places. It has been pretty warm here, so we went ahead and put some passive coolers down. Let's see if that's helped. It's helped in the bedroom, the recreation room, kitchen's looking good as well. And Brix has been able to get some research done. So right now we're prioritizing temperature control, which is really, really expensive. Textile spinning will be really helpful because it will be able to weave cotton and flax together and all that fun stuff, and we got some of this down. We do have a quest that's available, and I am very interested in it because of this weapon, Lips Night Widow. So this is a unique weapon from Odyssey. So it is a bow. It's a great bow with customized parts. So it is lightweight, so aiming time is down 20%, adrenaline rush. This weapon floods the wielder with a surge of combat stimulants upon landing a kill, briefly heightening reflexes and movement speed. So movement speed goes up like 1.25 for 4 hours. Basically, it's up 25%. Melee dodge is up, and range dodge chances up 25%, all for 4 hours after getting a kill. That's pretty awesome. Piercing arrows. This bow shoots bodkin-tipped arrows, making it more effective against armored targets. So it also has increased armor penetration. I think that's going to be a great weapon to give to Harwick, and then Harwick can hand his bow off to Rhoda. So let's go ahead and accept that for that weapon. We get some gene packs. We don't have anywhere to store them, so we'll do what we can to sell them before they expire. And this just requires us to keep 2 horses at Wild Have. Oops, I misnamed us. We can fix that though. Modify Wild Haven. Just keep 2 horses for 18 days, which we have a place for the horses. They can hang out here in this pen. The corner piece did not look quite right, so I went ahead and put like a regular piece right here, and it looks like it's drawn a little bit better. It's still a little goofy though, but if we take that away, it won't look good. We don't really need these pieces to be diagonal, so we can replace those at some point, but we'll leave it for now. Quest. 2 days left. Accept it. Balloons arrive. Jump to location. Couple horses. Let's get these. What are you doing? You're hauling a doe, and then will you prioritize roping that guy? You're playing horseshoes. We'll have you... Well, I guess we'll just have Harwick take care of all that, because he does all the animal handling, right? So have you prioritize roping those guys and bringing them in once you have eaten your little meal. Other than that, Randy hasn't thrown anything crazy at us, so we'll see what today brings, I guess. Oh, I totally forgot about this base invasion. Base invasion resolved. The Claws of Kif have secured Eve Fun, so they managed to protect their base from the named ones. I guess the intervention that they wanted was the named ones wanted our help to go ahead and take that. We have some interesting tiles around here. Gold mining site. This quest site has gold. How many people? Does it tell us you've detected? House Rocksmont is up here, gold mining. 37 gold. Yeah, I don't think so. Just a small independent group. I don't think we can spare the manpower right now, especially for just 37 gold, so we'll just chill. Well. This is, I think, the quest that we've been waiting for. Kim Ryan Minseong, an explorer, has sent a missive. He's acquired a rare Artificer implant during a ruins dig, and their guards were killed in an ambush. They escaped, but is now being followed by a reclamation squad. Oh, Brix, I thought we were going to make you our Artificer. I guess we inherit one. We might have to, like, rework something for Brix here if that's the case. You know, like, I'm very tempted to just, like, character editor the implant out of this random person who I didn't expect. I expected us to be able to, like, go find an implant and put it in, you know, similar to, like, the Mechanitor. But if we're gonna have to deal with this, Rin, are you useful? Are you good? You're ravenous, so you're gonna eat all our food. You're not great at much. You're artistic. You're not good at crafting, my dude. An Artificer. Protect the Artificer. Okay, let's see how this goes. I don't see an implant in him, so I'm not sure how this is all going to work out. Let's get you guys up and alert, ready to meet Rin, maybe out in the field, because I'm sure that reclamation squad is probably going to be coming after you. Geared. Are you holding it? Ah, you're holding it. Okay, that's great. That is much better than what I was expecting. I was expecting him to be the Artificer. Bio-wise, you're not good at shooting or melee. Artist, animals. I guess you can help. Harwick with some of the animal taming that we've been trying to do. A couple boars out there that we want. Okay, and we have been leveling people up. Okay, raid, Relacor Anvil, Construct Reclamation Squad, jump to location. Oh, they're coming from the complete opposite way, and it is, oh my god, it's the cool steampunk mechs. Okay, if they're coming from that way, let's get back to base. We need to build some defensive structures here, some like barricades or something, so that we have some stuff to hide behind. Where did we go? I turned on silhouettes, except I switched it to dots mode so we can see our hostiles here. Ooh, what are you guys? Oh, you're just rats. There are hostiles here. We see our colonists here, and then we can see in the blue, of course, are just random animals. What do we have here? We have a vanguard, 3 vanguards. Do they all have the same weapon? It looks like one of them has some kind of gun. What's the range on that guy? Not a huge range. And then the other 2 have maces. Okay, Rin, I don't think you're gonna make it here in time. Let's have you hide there, and then we'll bring these guys up. Bella to the front line. Bella, where are you? Oh, you were way out there. Oh, I must not have grabbed her when I was grabbing everyone back here. Okay, it's up to you guys then, I guess. Rin, you've made it. Let's have you and Rhoda to the front. Okay, are we actually doing any damage to these guys? That's the question. Harwick is with his ability. Rhoda and Rin, go ahead. Bella, can you... Yeah, get in here. Just like, get in here. Oh, okay, wait. So I thought 2 of them had batons, but it looks like 2 of them have guns. Or maybe they switched weapons out or something? Okay, oh. You dropped some mithril? I don't know if we can deconstruct these guys, but they are all down. Rin, gear, drop this guy. Brix, Brix, where are you? Head up this way. I kept meaning to hit R, but I was hitting 3, so I just kept unpausing the game. Bella, you're free to go. Brix, install the Artificer link to become an Artificer. Okay. Brix has installed an Artificer implant. He is now an Artificer and can create and control constructs. Research basic construct tech to get started. Your Artificer can create constructs at a production building called a gestator. Bandwidth. About control groups. Artificers can... Okay. So all the Mechanitor are like in info. And then we can also call in threats. So this is super cool. So it is medieval biotech, basically. Like, essentially, it feels like. Bandwidth, we have tweaks galore. I don't know if you guys are all familiar with tweaks galore. It's pretty much in like every mod pack that I put together. It is such a comprehensive mod. You have toggles here for like vanilla, the different DLCs. You have toggles for a crazy amount of things. So like Boomalopes bleed chem fuel. You can like hide the weird wires from like lamps to power conduit. All kinds of stuff. But with this and biotech, you can also adjust things like Mechanitor tweaks. So we did increase base bandwidth to 10. So he's at 12 bandwidth right now. 10 of that is base. Here you have these Artificer goggles that increase bandwidth by 6. Feels like if those increase bandwidth by 6, then your base bandwidth didn't update. Because like base bandwidth is usually 6. And then we have an additional 6 with the goggles. So this is different. Being an Artificer is different enough that the Week's Overhaul mod is not catching it and patching it. Because if it were, we would be at 16 bandwidth. 12 is fine. 12 is plenty. Golems, guess. Do you have mechs? Okay, yeah, you have... What is this guy? Oh, a construct spider. What are you doing? Oh, you're deconstructing stuff. That is great. Oh, we could use the extra help with construction. I love having a little constructor bot, but I would like to get some like lifter bots and cleaner bots to help out with some things. So let's get some stuff queued up. They're called constructs, so basic constructs. Not what we need. Do we have a listing here for like fantasy biotech? Basic construct tech. So this gets us the ability to make tonal cores. Don't know what those are. Artificer monocle, gestator, soul encorder, and produce basic tier soul cores and implants. Soul cores are the essence of... Okay, so that's like the subcores. Construct band node, so that increases bandwidth probably. And construct recharger. Okay, lightweight constructs can recharge here. Okay, we need to queue this up. But before we can do this, we have to do smithing and steam power. Steam power needs smithing. Okay. So we'll get temperature control, textile smithing, or textile spinning, smithing, and then we'll head into steam power and constructs. Okay. This little guy, construct spider. I am curious. Do the extra work modes work here? We're gonna say work and recharge. And zone. Is it in biotech mechanoid shutdown zone? I'm gonna just like put one of those here and we'll see if the spider comes and rests there when he's all out of work to do or low on battery power. That's very exciting. Rin, welcome to the colony, I guess. We might need to start thinking about like a leader, and a moral guide, because you are not our ideologian, and I would like to get you converted at some point. So we'll figure that out. Oh, he's shooting over the walls at the heron that we're hunting. It's such a weird bow interaction. Okay, so our hunting situation is all right. We have this, oh, ruin it. Running 16% complete. Sorry, I read that as ruining and I panicked. 16% complete and 16% complete. So we are working on turning a bunch of raw meat into dried meat. So we'll be able to store some of that stuff for longer. Bringing in rice. We have extra hands that can help with the animal taming. It looks like you're taking a little meal break, but you're working on these boar. Should be a good supply of leather and meat for us in the future. So things are feeling pretty comfortable. I would like to get people some individual rooms and stuff. And I don't know where we're going to do that. Maybe we do like a set of row houses right here. Just like along the road. So I can work on planning that. And we'll get, how many bedrooms do we need? We need 7. 7, and then probably 8. And maybe a little prison, just in case. We also need to work on some defenses up here. So I'll start planning some of those things as well. Well, Randy is definitely giving us quite a bit today. We have, they look like orcs. We have 5 orcs. All of the, are you all full-blooded orcs? You're a half orc. You're an orc. You're an orc. And there's an orc right there as well. They're doing a tribal siege. So we have this mod. What's it called? Let me find it on the workshop real quick. Subscribed items. It is literally called Tribal Siege Raids. So it adds a catapult. They can launch stones at us. I think Harwick was out hunting, so he might be pretty far out. But we're going to need to meet these guys in the field. What kind of weapons do they have? They're all got throwing axes, so they have some range. They're probably going to be pretty beefy. And I have no idea. These are barbarians, right? Yeah, they are. Okay, oh. Construct slag chunk. That's super weird. They did drop a bunch of steel ingots, though. They dropped some wood. They dropped some packaged survival meals. That's all, like, cool stuff for us. What does this require? It requires steel ingots. I'm gonna have to take a look at Resource Dictionary. I might have, like, messed something up and replaced slag with something weird, but we'll have a look at that and see what could be going on. Rin, oh, wait, is that everyone? Everyone is right here? Okay, that's great. Rin, are you gonna freak out on me? I'm a disliked xenotype by your ideologian that we don't even want you to be a part of. Great. Bella, you're a beast. You're gonna go search and destroy, and we will follow you in. Yeah, you're gonna pop in whirlwind attack. Oh, it's like a ranged attack. Oh, okay, that was crazy. So she just like whirlwind over to that guy. Get you guys here. This guy's throwing an axe. I want you to hold fire, just in case. I don't want you hitting Bella. And we've already decimated a lot of these trolls. Orcs. No survivors? No survivors. You guys are free to go. Bella, you're free to go as well. We did take a hit. Let's see. Stab, rested, throwing axe. Okay, no immediate danger. Orders, we will unforbid all this. And then I have no idea what construct slag chunks. The remains of smashed constructs, while useless in current form, it can be smelted to recover steel. I guess that's fine. It's just another version of slag chunks. We don't have smelting unlocked at this point, so we'll haul that in. We have this zone right here that we are dropping chunks on construct slag. Everything's going to be construct slag. Okay. Okay, that's fine. They're cool looking graphics. Very steampunky. And orders. We did unforbid all the things. I want you guys to just like haul this stuff urgently, but I'll let you guys do what you need to do first. I think it is a little bit more urgent to get Rin converted since he has all that self-hate for himself. So, Marn, you're our best social character. We're going to make you our moral guide. Lore keeper. You're a druid. Best social character. I think that fits. Actually, Rhoda, were you good at social as well? Marn and Dunmore. Yeah, I think the druid makes sense. We'll do you as lore keeper. And then I don't know who will be leader. Like, I know Brix would be the artificer. I don't know if he'll necessarily be leader. Bella is our front line. But Bella, you are basically nothing in social. So, once Marn is our moral guide, we'll have him focus on just getting Rin converted as quickly as possible. And hopefully that'll improve the outcome for the rest of our rituals. It is almost the 5th of Jugas, so we'll be doing a Sky Lantern Festival tomorrow. Hey, we've had another trade ship show up. And I did a little search. So I just went to all and searched landing. There's in zones. It looks like there is a landing zone that we can expand. So I went ahead and just made this a landing zone. So that's where we should expect these trade ships in the future. It kind of stresses me out that there's just like a big flying building randomly landing throughout the map. Marn, on your way. Imperial Trader. I'm hoping for some iron. We have a bunch of iron ore, but I need iron ingots. We haven't been able to build our wooden stonecutters table because we don't have iron ingots yet, and it's going to be a long time before we can do some smelting. You do have iron ingots. I'm going to buy all of them. Do we want to sell you anything? I guess we can get rid of those because we're going to be able to make our own bricks. Aether, unprocessed petals of the Aether Bloom plant. Medieval medicine, so we'll hold on to that. We'll hold on to these. We did get one of the wild boars. It's not showing up here. I guess they don't want to buy it. We could get a cow. That could get us some milk. That would be nice. Let's see. Amber, we're not going to be using that. Not for the moment. We'll keep our wine. We have a crazy amount of bones, so let's just get rid of those. We'll definitely end up with a lot more magma blade. So this is like one of the this isn't a persona weapon, but the weapons of those persona weapons would be. So whatever the fire blade is in vanilla, I can't remember right now. Arcane staff increases psychic sensitivity. That doesn't really do anything for us. Don't want any of these clothes. Okay, yeah, we have a northern boar that we named Inky. I think we are set. We got a nice supply of steel ingots for free. We don't need any of this other stuff. Do we want the cow? Let's get it. Just in case we find a bull in the future. And then we can do some cow raising as well. Okay, we'll accept that. With these iron ingots, we can now build this wooden stonecutters table, and we can start cutting some stone blocks for ourselves. That's huge. Strange stone formation. We got a strange stone formation. I assume that this is going to have some kind of huge golem in it, so we're just going to leave that alone for now. I'm scared of pretty much all of these big stone formations. until we get maybe a little bit more on our front line, besides Bella, Rin, who's having a mental break because we've been trying to convert him, and Rhoda. Oh, we need to convert you as well. How problematic is your ideology? Tea and cultured. You're from a very fancy place, Rhoda. We're not that fancy out here in the wilds. And we are starting our next Sky Lantern Festival. Oh, Rin. Oh, you probably went on like an alcohol binge. You are blacked out and you drank tons of our Roxbury wine. Well, you know what? That's fine. It's sad that you won't be participating with us. We have 6 people participating. We have a moral guide this time. We'll see how well it goes. While they're doing that, did make some plans. So we'll do a couple little like row houses right here and here, right next to kind of the geothermal. With the geothermal there and the row houses, I figured we'd mine a little bit just so that we have like a walkable path back here if we need to. Maybe we'll do like some back doors for these folks or something. Make this like a little courtyard garden. It was a fun root fest. Increased our ideology points. And gave us, what, +5 for 6 days. That is not bad. Looking at some of these creatures around the map, this is a red-horned larpa. It is pretty neat looking. I realized that kind of silly to buy the Angus. We have the ox who provide milk. So we might slaughter the Angus. We'll see. We also have rocks on our map. I thought that they would be rough to tame. Tame chance is 50%. There is no chance for retaliation on a bad tame. So we're going to go ahead and mark a male and a female to tame. We already have a female. The rocks produces milk and wool. So definitely going to be better than this like Angus cow, right? So wool 3.3 milk fullness, and then you're just doing milk. So I don't really think there's much point keeping you around. We'll slaughter you. We are going to be moving hides into this storage as well. We've still got quite a ways to go on this temperature control. We're more than halfway there, so pretty good progress. We did get wood tanning racks set up, so we are starting to make proper leathers so we can start making apparels for our people. It looks like we're making lots of plain leather. Is it just going to be plain leather? Wooden tanning rack. A standing rack for treating raw hides to become soft and beautiful leathers. Production-wise, we have the tanning rack. Where'd you go? Drying, rawhide rack. This, what does this do? Standing for drying raw hides and stiff and untanned leathers. Okay. I don't think I've ever used that before. I think I always use this. And usually we get a good variety of leathers. And what else is going on? So this is mostly set. We just need that. Can we build those out of rock? Rocks, animal flaps. Yes, let's get those animal flaps in place. Farming operation is doing all right. Dunmore, you're helping with the farming. That's why you're not mining. Dunmore, let's lower that on you. And we'll turn up mining so that you can actually like start getting some of this stuff done. And we've got some barricades going up here. Our little spider construct is almost out of power. And I think that's probably it for like construction jobs. These flaps and these barricades. So we'll see if he actually goes to the appropriate resting spot here in a moment. And yeah, things are going all right. How much dye do we have? I always like to keep tons of dye around. That being said, we can't build the workbench right now. You're digging. Oh, when there's no construction available, you go ahead and dig. That is great. You know, I'm fine with that. I'm a little worried about you not going to go rest. So you're like basically out of battery. Dormant self-charge. Okay. Well, I guess work and recharge. And you're going to be near the base, so if you do lose power, hopefully someone will haul you over to this area, or we'll figure out somewhere to stick you. Once we get this mining work out of the way, we'll put the plans down for some individual rooms / row housing for these folks. We'll get them moved out of this area. I think this is going to become Brix's laboratory. They'll probably get some more research benches, maybe over in this section, and then I'm not sure. I might reconfigure this a little bit. So planning wise, like we might do this. Yeah, that will enable us to have some bigger space back in these rooms. Is that what I want to do? Something like that. So, oh, actually, let's go here. Yeah, I think that'll be good. So we could do like laboratory. Maybe we can do some mech gestation. Maybe we can do recharging. And then we'll use this as a communal space for now. We'll have this be like recreation dining room. But we'll get them moved out of this tower, our Artificer tower. And we'll get recreation moved somewhere else. If we're sticking in this small space for now, I'm not sure where we'll stick it. So I think this is a temporary place for it is fine. And then, you know, it's going to take a while for us to defeat mech bosses and research bigger mechs. So we're not going to have to expand our mech laboratory like immediately. And by the time we do, we'll have probably like migrated into more space on the map. So yeah, we'll figure that out when that time comes. That being said, I think the time has come for today's episode to end. It is just about the half-hour mark. I think a little bit over, maybe. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. As always, until next time, have a good one. Bye.